Hi, it's Katie from I Care for Your Pets.
And Steve from VetLove Goonellabah.
And we're here today because we've seen a rise in snakes around the area.
And also within our clinic, we see a few cases around the warmer months.
So we thought we'd join together and be able to show you a technique that Dr. Stephen has learned about bandaging a limb if your animal has been bitten by a snake.
Alright, so this is helpful in case you see that your pet's been bitten on its limb. So often it may happen that your pet gets unfortunately bitten on the face or on the neck, which, you know, there is not a lot of first aid that can be done. But if bitten on the limb, you can buy your pet a little bit more time by applying a compression bandage. So first we'll start by applying the bandage over where the anticipated bite site might be. And we'll just have to note that sometimes it's not very obvious where the snake has actually bitten, because a lot of the time you won't sort of see any evidence of any tooth marks or anything like that. So we'll start applying the bandage from probably mid-limb. We want to ensure that we're getting a suitable amount of compression. And we're going to bandage the whole limb, so we're going to go all the way down to the toes. It's also important to note that you want to keep your pet as calm and relaxed as possible following a bite. And then we're going to go all the way back up and bandage the whole limb. Alright, so we've got a very long bandage here, so I'm just going to go back down and we'll end it down the very bottom. At this point, you know, we might just cut the remaining portion of the bandage with some scissors. Alright, so we can just tuck the new end of the bandage into some part of the existing wrap. Alright.
And Dr. Stephen, if they don't have a bandage at home, how important is this to be done? I
mean, we certainly don't want to delay the time taken for little Katinka here to come into the vet clinic. Ideally, we minimise how much time there is between a snake bite and seeing her in the clinic. So certainly if you have a bandage on hand, which you've got readily accessible, and it's not going to cause any delay applying that bandage, certainly apply that bandage. But if there is going to be any sort of delay, if you have to go and find it and spend some time to look for it, the benefit would be for Katinka just to come straight into the clinic. The other thing that I'd also recommend too is that rather than letting Katinka walk about, so walking to the car, trying to keep her immobile, so keeping her you know, quite still and lifting her up into the car and taking her into the car and driving to the clinic. Would be good if you had someone with you who was also able to call ahead to notify the clinic that you're on the way. That gives the vets a bit of a heads up to know to expect Katinka, and also gives us, I guess, an opportunity to confirm that we've got available antivenin in stock. Sometimes during this time of year, we may potentially run out of stock. So good to confirm that you're on your way, so we can also make sure that we've got the necessary supplies to help treat. And yeah, I guess the key point is to not delay. Come into the clinic as soon as possible. Gives the best outcome, possible outcome for your pet.
Would you like to know more about snake bites and how to treat them and how quick, once you get to the vet, what exactly they do? Stay tuned and Dr. Stephen and I will update you on that information. No animal was harmed in the making of this video. Tinker here is a wonderful subject and hasn't been bitten by a snake. But we hope that this information helps you out there, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Make sure you give us a follow, and so that you can see the next video as a part of this.